Welcome to this video by English Syndicate. We have tried to cover every bit of the poem. This is William Shakespeare's poem, best known as Sonnet 55, Not Marble Nor the Gilded Monuments, wherein we deal with the theme of mortality and immortality, mortality of materialistic things and immortality of verse or poem. This famous opening line is from Sonnet 55, published in 1609. The poem explores the idea that art and literature provide a form of true immortality that outlasts physical monuments built by rulers and men in power. This overview provides a look at the life and legacy of William Shakespeare, illustrating how his work continues to influence literature and language today. Key themes in the poem include the durability of verse versus the physical structures, the contrast between destruction and the endurance of poetry, verse and the belief that the subject of the poem, that is, the great works done by soldiers, will live on forever in the memory of the people. Shakespeare employs various literary devices to convey his message, including alliteration to create rhythm, allusion to classical references, personification of time, and vivid imagery. Now, what is alliteration? It's a poetic device that deals with repetition of consonant sound in a line given. Allusion deals with reference to something that is already known to us. For example, a whale. You know what a whale looks like. Personification is when lifelike qualities are given to animals, plants, or things. Imagery refers to satisfaction of all the five sense organs. You can imagine a warlike situation or the broken monuments. Digging deeper into these devices, we see how techniques like repetition, the use of epithets, and specific visual imagery help the reader imagine the destructive power of war in time. Now, what are epithets? They are words used to describe nouns. Let's examine the first two quatrains, where the poet asserts that his rhyme will survive longer than the marble statues and monuments of princes, remaining untouched by war and fire. Let's get on with the paraphrasing. The word quatrain refers to 4 lines. Let's take the word meanings first. Word meaning: gilded, covered with gold, gold-plated. These contents refers to this poetry. Unswept stone, a stone monument left uncared for. Besmeared, tarnished. Sluttish, of unclean habits and behavior. Now let's move to the explanation. Explanation. The poet says that this piece of poetry will remain alive longer than the stone statues and gold-plated monuments built by royal men. The royal men build statues and monuments so that they become immortal and are remembered by the future generations. The poet's beloved soldier, referred to as you, shall be remembered through this powerful poetry. In comparison to the statues, which will be neglected and wear out with the passage of time, the poetry will remain shining and fresh as ever. Through the poetry, the poet's beloved will also shine for all times to come. Let's take up the word meanings of quatrain 2. Broils, tumult, fighting, disturbances, especially in war. Work of masonry refers to monuments built by masons. Mars, the god of war. Sword, a weapon with a long metal blade. Quick, lively, fast-moving, searching out. Living record, this written memory of your life which continues after you are dead. Now, let's get to the paraphrasing of the text. The poet says that wars are wasteful as they destroy the statues built by the royal men. Such fights are destructive as they destroy the great monuments and turn them into ruins. This poetry that has been written in the memory of the brave man cannot be destroyed even by the greatest warrior Mars. It will survive through all the wars. In the final quatrain and concluding couplet, the poet declares that the subject's memory will persist through posterity, ultimately dwelling in the minds of others until the end of time. Let's get started with the explanation. Word meaning: against, against. Oblivious enmity, enmity which is forgetful of everything and so seeks to destroy everything. Pace forth, stride forwards. Posterity, future generations. Doom, doomsday, the day on which the last judgment will occur. Explanation. Even after his death and in the face of all his enemies, the brave man shall remain alive through this poem. All the generations that will be born on this earth till the end of the world will read this poem and praise the poet's beloved. The last two lines are the couplets, that is, two lines together, and here is the explanation. The poet refers to the judgment day, when the dead will arise out of their graves and Jesus Christ will descend on the earth to judge their acts. He says that till the day of judgment, when his beloved will arise out of his grave, he will remain alive through this poem. Everyone who reads the poem will praise the brave man, and thus he shall live in the eyes of his beloved. The core themes emphasize the timelessness of poetry, the futility of material, meaning that materialistic things have a short life, the triumph of art over war, and the preservation of love through the written word, or the verse that is written by the poet. Ultimately, the message is clear. While material wealth is fleeting, which means it's not forever, and the monuments or the structures crumble, the power of creative expression and love can achieve a lasting, eternal impact on anyone's life. To summarize, this video has covered the themes, literary devices, and the enduring message of Shakespeare's Sonnet 55, highlighting how art truly defies time. Even when you don't get time, you can tune in on this slide that gives you all the details of the poem. Happy learning with us on English Syndicate. Even when you don't get time, you can tune in on this slide that gives you all the details of the poem. Happy learning with us, only on English Syndicate.